A friend and I were recently talking about public speaking and adults who lack confidence when they speak. And we were just wondering, from where does that stem? I don't know if you've ever encountered someone. We were we were especially focusing on athletes. Um, but I definitely have encountered full grown adults who struggle to answer your questions, struggle with eye contact or holding eye contact, which I do too for a multitude of reasons. Eye contact is something I've had to really practice because I just be thinking about a lot of things and sometimes I can't focus if I'm looking you dead in the face. And so I think I've done a great job. I focus on the person's nose now. Um, and then while watching a TikTok a few days later of a young girl, she was ordering a sandwich at a New York deli. She's maybe like 5, 6, 7. It reminded me that my dad always made my brother Dex and I order and pay for our own food. And it was like a wave of memories coming in. And I was like, wow, like literally always. Sit down restaurants, like to go restaurants, fast food restaurants, any place where we were ordering something, we always had to order for ourselves. And I have memories of doing this like really, really young as like 4 years old. And he even would show us how to organize our money once we got it back. And so for your cash, for example, you always put the lowest bill on the outside of the wad, right? Your biggest bills are in the middle. My brother Dex and I always would identically order Whopper Juniors with cheese, no pickles, no onions. And every time my dad would be like, side note, Burger King was my first job ever. So it was foreshadowing because we used to live at a Burger King. But we would always go Whopper Jr. with cheese, no pickles, no onions. My dad would say, no, tell them what you do want, not what you don't want. And so same if we're at a sit-down restaurant, we order a burger, we say, no onions, no pickles, no. What do you want on it? And instead we'd say, okay, ketchup, mustard, cheese, relish, whatever, right? And I was like, man, parents be knowing sometimes because that applies to a lot of life, no? And I don't know about you, but I've experienced definitely what it's like when I don't know what I want. And it's frustrating. But a lot of those times, your only option, or at least for me, my only option has been to focus on what I don't want so that I can cut those things out, right? And make sure that I repel them and that I'm saying no to them. But eventually, every single time I get clarity on what I do want and I focus and I just call in those things. I don't even have to focus on the things that I don't want anymore because the things that I do want just naturally replace them every time. And then things take off. It's honestly very representative of my life right now. And last year was a year where I didn't know what I wanted, but I did know what I didn't want. And I just focused on cutting those things out. And now I do know what I want. And I'm like, wow, the method is unmatched. So the next time you're caught up telling someone what you don't want, here's a friendly reminder from my dad to tell them only what you do want.